Imagine this. You're writing a program, and you keep repeating the same block of code over and over again. It works, but it's messy. What if I told you there's a better way? Welcome to Functions in Rust. Today we're going to unlock the true power of Rust functions. How to declare them, pass parameters, return values, and even leverage Rust's powerful type inference. All right, let's start with the basics. How do you declare a function in Rust? In Rust, every function starts with the keyword fn, followed by the function name, parentheses for parameters, and curly braces to define the function body. Let's write a simple function that prints a message. Here, we've created a function named greet. It doesn't take any parameters, and it simply prints a message. Then, inside main, we call greet by writing its name followed by parenthesis. Let's run this program and see what happens. Our function runs successfully. Now let's make this more dynamic by passing parameters into our function. Functions become powerful when they take input parameters. This allows us to customize their behavior. Let's modify our greet function so that it greets a specific person. Notice how we added name and str inside the parentheses? This means our function expects a parameter of type and str, a string slice. Now when we call greet, Alice, Rust replaces curly braces with Alice and prints the message. Same for Bob. Let's run it. Awesome. Now let's take it a step further. What if we want to greet multiple people at once? We can do that by passing multiple parameters. Now we're passing two parameters, a name and an age. When we call greet, Alice, 25, it prints, "Hello, Alice. You are 25 years old. Let's test it out." Perfect. You can pass as many parameters as you need. Just separate them with commas. So far, our functions only print values. But what if we need them to return a result? In Rust, you specify the return type using this arrow. Here's a function that adds two numbers and returns the result. Here, our function add takes two i32 numbers and returns an i32 result. When we call add, it returns 8, which we store in sum, then print it out. Great! But here's something cool. Rust lets us return values without using return. If the last expression in the function body doesn't have a semicolon, Rust automatically treats it as the return value. Watch this. This works exactly the same way. Pretty neat, right? Rust favors expression-based syntax, making code cleaner. All right, let's talk about Rust's powerful type inference. Rust is a statically typed language, meaning every variable must have a type. But here's the thing. Rust is also smart enough to figure out types on its own. We never explicitly told Rust what type result is. But it knows it must be an i32 because multiply returns an i32. Rust's type inference makes your code cleaner and less cluttered, while still keeping it safe. Functions are the building blocks of every Rust program. Master them, and you'll be writing scalable, maintainable Rust applications in no time. Now here's your challenge. Try writing a function that takes a string and returns its length. Post your code in the comments below, and I'll check it out.